The last stitch we're going to learn is the overcast stitch. You use the overcast stitch when you're closing up your project. So if you're making the pillow project, once you've stuffed your pillow, you'll have a little bit of opening left. You can't stick that through the sewing machine because it's too thick, so we need to hand sew the opening closed. For the overcast stitch, again, as always, you want your knot to be on the wrong side of your fabric. So you're going to come up through the wrong side of your fabric. And I'm going to do my overcast stitch across the edge of my fabric. You wouldn't do an overcast stitch in the center, so you want to choose an edge of your fabric so my knot caught on the back. And the overcast stitch, all you're going to do is wrap the thread around the back of the fabric and pull it tight. Some of you guys might have done this on accident while you're trying to do your running or back stitch. So you're just going to loop the thread around the top and come up through the back. You're never going to, let's get this little piece all the way around. Oop, it got caught. There we go. You're never going to go down in your fabric. You're always going to come up from the wrong side. You're always going to loop around the back. This is a really fast stitch. It goes really quick. It's also known as the ugly stitch because it doesn't look too pretty. And as you pull tight, you'll notice it's kind of curling the edge of my fabric right there. And you're just going to go all the way across the edge of your fabric. You'll also notice that the lines are a little slanted. They're not necessarily a straight line. They're kind of at an angle. So you just come around from the back and wrap your thread around the top of your fabric. And again, I'm just doing this across the edge. I'm not going all the way through the middle of the fabric, just along the edge, about 1/4 of an inch apart. You can do these even closer together. That's going to make your closing of your opening really secure and tight, so no stuffing or innards will come out of your fabric or out of your project. So every time you're just wrapping the thread around the top of the fabric and coming up from the wrong side of the fabric. Okay. So that's what the edge of my overcast stitch will look like. To end this line, it's a little easier than the back stitch and the running stitch. All you're going to do is come up from the wrong side, just as if you were going to make another stitch, continuing on. Push your needle through, don't pull all your thread through, and you already have your loop of thread to go through. So I'm just going to drop my needle. I didn't even go through. Drop my needle through that loop again 3 or 4 times to make sure it's secure. Same direction. And then pull your thread tight. And your knot should catch, so you can then cut your thread free. And there is our overcast stitch.